Optifine, one of the most popular mods in Minecraft history that most Minecraft players have downloaded. The love for Optifine was well deserved as it added a bunch of new quality of life features that were not in the original game. This mod was so popular that most players couldn't even imagine playing the game without this mod. As time went on, however, Optifine began losing popularity and was on a decline. But how did one of the most downloaded and popular mods become nearly completely useless and controversially hated by the community? But why is Optifine less used in the modern versions of the game? And why has it seen a decline in its use? Well, that's what I tried to find out in this video. When Optifine was released, it saw massive success. In fact, even Mojang wanted to buy a part of Optifine. However, they were making enough money from selling their iconic capes. This made Optifine very successful, as well as the fact that Optifine was the only option for players to improve their performance. This made it heavily downloaded and used by a large amount of the player base. However, this was only the case until the year 2020, as it was this year in which another rival of Optifine would rise and eventually take over. Before 2020, updates were very minor, therefore it was easy to adapt and change the code of mods. However, post the aquatic update, regular large updates have stopped and restricted the progress of mod developers, hence making it harder for them to adapt to the newer versions of Minecraft. Hence, newer versions of the game do not have as many features and capabilities as the older versions of the game. This is the main reason that we see many mods and servers are on 1.12.2, as the mod developers of the servers cannot adapt the server to the newer versions of the game, as they are more advanced and take a lot more code to write. Even with Optifine enabled, once the code stopped being updated as regularly, it caused performances to not change too much depending on whether you had Optifine enabled or disabled. However, Optifine still had a load of benefits, and at the time, there were no competitors to it, therefore, it was the only option. However, in 2020, a creator by the name of Jelly Squid 03 created what we now know as Sodium. Sodium was a version of Minecraft that was made for the newer versions of the game and showed a considerable performance boost compared to Optifine, as you can see on screen. Now, even though Sodium did get better performance, not many people switched due to the fact that Optifine had way more quality of life features such as zoom and shaders. However, all these features would soon be added to Sodium, therefore making Optifine completely obsolete. Thanks to all these additions to the Sodium mod, it made Sodium completely indistinguishable from Optifine. However, it had better performance, therefore majority of the player base did switch to Sodium, as Optifine was no longer the best option that there was. It had reached a point that even one of Optifine's main features, capes, came to Sodium, and the fact that you could use Optifine capes on Sodium was the last and the key reason as to why so many Optifine players now use Sodium for general survival and PvP. The downfall of Optifine was always going to happen, as the code was just always going to be too old and too hard to upgrade. We can see that as the 1.20 version of Optifine is still not out, yet it only took the Sodium developers I think less than a day. So I think it just shows the difference in the old and new code and just explains why Sodium is now so much more superior compared to Optifine due to it having all of Optifine's features and a huge performance boost. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. But if you like horror, make sure to watch the video on your screen. Anyways, bye.